There once was a ship that put to sea. The name of the ship was Billy O.T. The winds blew up, her bow dipped down. Oh, blow me, bully boys, blow. Ha! Soon may the weatherman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum.
This is what Tony has to eat every day. Yes, sir. I gotta get a knife. It's called French dip soup. One of my favorites. I usually buy 4 or 5 cans, and I'm almost out of them already. I think I got 4 or 5. I think I got 4 cans last time. I'm on my last one, so I do like this a lot. What you do is you just poke it through like this with a sharp knife to separate the bread down below and to take the air out of it. Scrape the crud off the sides. Makes it easier to deal with. There's some still here. Alrighty then. Got my cold Coke. It's always nice. Usually the first bite is really hot. It's been in there really a long time. It's really hot. So I'll have to blow on it quite a bit. The cheese, I don't want to put, melted cheese in my mouth. Let's have a little sip of juice. It's good. What I do is when I prepare this, I put some cheese on the bottom first, on top of the soup. Then I put 4 pats of butter and a little bit of salt. That cheese is really good. Pretty hot. Usually I have a couple pickles, so it helps cool it off. It's really hot. This is my breakfast, my lunch, I mean. Usually Bella doesn't eat lunch, she just eats breakfast. I think it's because she forages for a lot of birds and rodents outside. This guy gets kind of messy. It's a very messy thing, but it's really good. Really good. Really a delicacy. I love the mozzarella cheese with this and the onions, French onion soup. That's the way I prefer it. You put it in for about 6 minutes on high on broil till you get the soup warmed up. And then after I put the cheese on top with the bread, I put it in for another 5 or 6 minutes. I kind of watch it to see it. Usually it's about 6 minutes until it gets brown on top like this. I like it when it's brown like that. It has more flavor to the cheese. Really good. Usually it's not this sticky. I don't know what's going on today. The bread is hard to work with today. Kind of tough. No, it's hot too. Wow. Usually I don't have this much trouble with the bread when it's fresher. It's probably old, a little bit old. It's getting a little dried up. I have no idea how good this is. Just started damn near burn off my big toe working on mixed media. And today I was working on the lips. My dad to help me. He had a lot of good ideas. He's good at this. I used to be good at it, but when you get older, you don't have the dexterity that you had when you were young, I'll tell you that. Which is okay. I mean, I make do, you know. In a way, because I'm old, it makes the stuff more crusty because I'm not as good at it. I mean, I'm good at it, but I mean, I'm pretty sloppy because I don't have the dexterity that I had before. But it's all right. See, this is really hard to get. What the hell is happening here? Here we got it. It takes a while to eat this, so by the time you get almost done, it gets cooled off where you can touch. The bowl is really hot right now. It's really hard to cut with a spoon. I didn't get much that time. Well, I feel like a pig eating this, but it's so good. I don't care. Stuff is so stringy. Not a very sunny day today. It's kind of gray and overcast. I guess it's going to rain. Oh, does that Coke taste good when it's nice and refreshing like that? Did I just see a bug up here? No. So my eyes are deceiving me. Boy, that's tough. Oh boy, that's really tough, huh? More than one way to skin a cat, huh? One thing about mozzarella, when you swallow it, you better not have thick enough string to get stuck halfway down. And you got the other part up in your mouth and you feel like you're going to choke. This is really a great soup, though. It's pretty much just sauteed onions and beef stock. And you put French bread. And I usually slice the French bread in half and cut off the rounded part so that they fit easily into the bowl. Man, is that ever hard to go? Leo and I haven't gotten the truck fixed yet, and the brakes went out. The brake lines, one of them went out. When to fear, of course, here we are backing a boat into the lake, and brakes go out completely. Now we would just roll back into the lake. You know, the trailer and the boat sink, and we're sitting there like, holy shit, are we in trouble now? So we had to get the brakes fixed before we can go fishing. It's really a disappointment this year. We were trying to get out there real early, but we're not going to do it. I don't know, maybe another week. He said that the new brake lines are coming. What happened is he ordered them, and they just canceled the order for some reason. So it makes it twice as long to get them. And I was waiting for a controller to come for a game, and I was waiting for a controller, and it turns out I put it in the cart, but I didn't order it. I've been waiting for a couple weeks for it. I got kind of bored because the Sims 4 was wrecked. They always change. They make it so that you have to have a new, the people that do the mods have to go all the way through it and to make it work again. And it always has another week of like waiting for that to happen. And I wish they wouldn't do that, but anyway, I'm bored with it then. I just get bored. I mean, I got lots of stuff to do, but... So what I did is I bought Chernobyl. I think it's Chernobyl 2 or something like that. And I'm waiting for the controller before I play it. I haven't tried to play it yet. I mean, I don't even know if I'll like it, but we'll see. It looked interesting, so I gave it a shot and see what happens. I've been working so hard making videos for YouTube. I mean, I do like 2 or 3 a day, and that takes time too, you know. So see, by the time you get it about half eaten, it's hot enough. It's not so hot that it burns your mouth, so then you don't have to blow on it. Still makes it pretty messy though. This is not the kind of a food you'd want to have with a girlfriend while you're just slobbing around like a pig. I'll tell you what though, I love this. Mozzarella cheese, beef broth, butter, a little bit of salt. Man, it's good. Well, and pickles. I forgot the pickles. They're really crunchy. It's awesome. Best pickles in the world are those. They never heat them. They're cold packed. Oh, that Coke tastes so good today too. Ooh. Got more in here to put. Yeah, why not? Whoop. We've got a new ice maker. It's really, these cubes are pretty nice. I can get one out of here. Kind of like little squares. What I do with the French bread is I take it and slit it like if this is the edge of the bread, I slit it this way, and you know, I make a bunch of slits in it so that it's easier when you're eating it, because then the crust on French bread is pretty hard, and it's hard to get it to break. It makes it easier to eat. What I'm working on right now, oh, this is really cool. I found out this thing that I had, it's stainless steel, And I found out just a minute ago that it opens way up. It covers the whole top of the head. Well, it makes it easier. Then I don't have to worry about that now. Just spread it wide open and weld it on. And oh, another thing I'm doing, another funny thing, I'm using Campbell suit tops. They're metal. Actually, they're steel, real thin steel, but they'd make good ears. I got 2 of them, and they're really cute. But I might have to put them in acid just see if there's any what do you call it, zinc still on them. I don't know. I don't know if they put zinc on those. I mean, because they got maybe it's stainless steel. I don't know what's on them. They're pretty shiny, and that usually means zinc. But I'm thinking they couldn't get away with that on a food can. I don't think so. No, I'll try something cool. So I guess in a way, the fact that we couldn't go fishing makes it good for me for the work I've got to do with the art. But I'll say something, the fishing videos did a lot better than the art ones. I don't think people like art anymore. Or at least my art they don't like. The funny thing is, everybody thought, I'm sure you're aware of what Picasso's work looks like, but everybody thought the guy was a total hack. I mean, a total, like he was like a monkey, like putting a monkey to work painting. That's what they thought about him. But the people that were wise, that were smart, I guess, in art, saw him as a revolutionary, very creative, very imaginative, good artist, and he became really famous. It doesn't happen to too many people. Most artists, you know, some of them, like Cezanne, he was giving his work away or leaving him in the field. And other ones like, well, Gauguin, I mean, he hardly made any money either. It's like you get famous after you're dead. So you don't even know if you're going to make it. So that's pretty crappy. I don't know. It'd be nice to know if you made it or not. I've been an artist all my life since I've been about 3 or 4 years old. We were living at that high rise. And people always throwing stuff down the dumpster, and there was really nice stuff they threw away. There was books, there was all kind of. And I found these like somebody was throwing away these journals where somebody was an artist, and they had these books that had millions of drawings in them, and they were beautiful, absolutely stunning drawings. They were throwing them away, and I just collected them, a lot of there, as much as I could. And that's what started me on my art career, because I really loved those. Those were real beautiful works. They were just black and white, you know, just charcoal on, or the carbon pencil on paper in a notebook. but they were extremely beautiful and really well done. I mean, they were really well done. I mean, the guy really knew nature. He knew how to draw trees. He knew how to do everything. It was really, really nice. The farmhouses and barns and everything. Trees. Anyway, that's what started me on my art career at a very early age when I had all those books. And I would try to copy them. I did. I thought, well, maybe if I learn how to copy these, I'll be able to be good at this. So I did. I tried. And I worked for Hallmark for a number of years, for like 8 years, I think. I was first a greeting card artist, and they made me a designer, which means I had people under me. And the guys I had under me, I didn't really like the guys. They were kind of, I don't know, young bucks that they were like all full of themselves, really. And and then what happened? I didn't like them, and I was getting along with them, but I didn't really like them. And then what happened is they got all drafted into the war, into the Vietnam War, and so they had to leave. And so then I was a designer with nobody working under me. But they had me down in the basement of the and it was real noisy with all the big machines thumping and the printing presses running and stuff. It wasn't a very pleasant place to work. And the guys that worked for me hated it. They hated the place. But they were glad to get the hell out of there, I guess. I don't know if they made it through the war. I never talked with them. I didn't know what happened to them. One guy said he was like in the Navy and he was going to send me a P-jacket. He never did. Never heard from him again. So maybe he got killed. I don't know. It's a pretty good possibility. That was a war where you didn't have much of a chance to stay alive, I don't think. That's what war is, though. I don't know if you can see in my bowl, but it's getting, I'm just getting to the cheese at the bottom right now. It's really good too. It's really good. Good though, last bite. So that was Tony the Slob eating my lunch. Thanks for watching, my friends. Now you know what I eat. You know what a slob I am. GoPro, stop recording.